Hello viewers, welcome to Elimu TV, the station where you watch and learn. I'm your tutor Mr. Mwangi and I'm taking you through chemistry form 3, organic chemistry 1. So what are the goals of this lesson? We have introduced ourselves previously to organic chemistry and this is lesson 6, and the goals of this lesson are as follows. So by the end of the lesson, you'll state the chemical properties of alkenes. You'll be able to write balanced chemical reactions of alkenes or reactions involving alkenes. So it's very important for us to remind ourselves the members. These are the structural formula of the first three members: ethene, propene, and butane. So reaction number 1, we are going to look at additional reactions. Hydrogen reaction with hydrogen halides. That is a reaction between a member of alkene plus a halide salt, for example hydrogen chloride. So remember, the functional group is the double bond. So once they react with the halide salt, the bond is broken and they become saturated, with hydrogen occupying one of the open bond in carbon and the other one occupying the open bond in the other compound, which is in the other carbon, which is chlorine. So it gives us an alkane, which is therefore chloroethane. What about addition of hydrogen gas? Addition of hydrogen gas is what we refer to as hydrogenation. So once hydrogen gas is passed through an alkene, the unsaturated bond is broken, and this gives us a saturated hydrocarbon, which is alkane. So in general, for instance, in this reaction, ethene reacts with hydrogen in presence of a catalyst. In this case, nickel catalyst is preferred, where we have ethane being formed as the product. So we also have combustion reaction, where ethene reacts with oxygen when burnt in the atmosphere, giving us what? Carbon dioxide, water, and heat energy. Remember, they burn with a yellow sooty flame since they are not saturated. Propane will also react to give us carbon dioxide and water with the release of heat energy. The reactions in this case are exothermic, that is, they release heat energy to the surrounding. What about addition reaction, which we refer to as halogenation? This includes, or it involves, adding a member of halogen. Members of halogen may include fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, etc. So unsaturated alkene, for instance ethene, may react with bromine, which exists as a diatomic molecule, where the the double bond is broken and it is replaced by a single atom each of the bond, giving us a compound which we refer to as the that is 1,2-dibromo ethane, which is a colorless gas. Polymerization. It is important for us to understand what is a monomer first. A monomer is a single molecule of an alkene. For instance, we have ethene. We may also have propane. These can be referred to as monomers. So they can be linked together, and when a monomer reacts with another monomer, this gives us what we refer to as a polymer, and the reaction is basically referred to as polymerization. In this case, N stands for the number of monomers. So monomers can be more than one, that is, they can be from many different members of alkenes, and they can be linked together or joined together in polymerization, giving us what we refer to as a polymer. So in this case, ethene plus ethene will give us polyethene, which we represent as shown in the diagram. Monomer plus monomer gives us a polymer. What about hydrogen halides and combustion? We have looked at this. We also have hydration. They can react with water to give us an alkano. Hydration. meaning addition of molecules of water, and this process is what we refer to as hydrolysis. Basically, it requires an oxidizing agent to oxidize the molecule, the ethene, with molecules of water. So for instance, in this diagram we have ethene, which reacts with excess water to give us ethanol. We have oxidation of alkenes, which basically means addition of oxygen across the double bond. In this case, ethane may be oxidized to give us an alkanoic acid or a carboxylic compound of the formula as illustrated in the diagram here. So oxidation refers or requires an oxidizing agent. A perfect example is potassium, acidified potassium manganate, permanganate, which oxidizes ethane to an alkanoic acid or an alkanoic compound. Did we get to understand the concepts of this lesson? Please let's try to answer the following questions. Write balanced chemical equation for the reaction between ethene and chlorine, ethene and ethene, that is polymerization, and explain how ethene burns in air. For more of this, you can refer to Chemistry Students Book 3, or you can send out a message through the number on your screen, or simply visit Erimu TV in Facebook as well as at YouTube, or give us a tweet at Erimu TV _KE. I'm your tutor, Mr. Mongi Francis. Do pay attention for more lessons to come.